Hey YouTubers, I took down the video that I made last night that was not me talking because I just figured right now would be a good time to go ahead and do a video. Basically, there's a lot going on. It's one of these vlogging videos where I just need to vent and just get things off my chest because, it's not right the way I'm being treated. If anyone under the circumstances, other than me were to have this happen, they'd probably blow up by this point and not be pleasant. But I'm not gonna use foul language. I'm not going to threaten anybody. And I'm not going to try to get even with anyone because that's not what I want to do. And that's not who I am. All I'd really like to know, honestly, is just answers of why these things are occurring to begin with. Like, who's behind it and why they're wanting to do this. Because I've had similar things happen to me. Like, not even the beginning of this year was nice for me. Because it started, before Christmas of 2016, after I'd been here for like a month or two. I had, people starting to harass me on Facebook about who I'm in a relationship with. Calling him names and making accusations that were not true and telling me, I don't know why you're with him because da-da-da-da-da, he's bad news and everything else. And, I know the person at that time who was behind it, and I know who she was sending to bother me, which was her little friends that believed everything she said. And no, I'm not using names either. Just as a protection for my YouTube channel. That way no one can really identify who they are, because I don't want to have this video reported and get a strike or something, because I don't want to lose my channel. I've already dealt with having a strike before because of not knowing any better about music, but that was my bad. But I'm not gonna have somebody else have the pleasure of trying to get my channel taken down, because it's kind of like a release for me too. When things get to be too much, I try to escape into a project or something that can be fun and relieve my stress a little bit. But when you're not sleeping like you should because you're bothered by things going on, and you kind of wonder, because it's been happening for, days, if it's going to escalate, get worse in the long run, or if it's going to stop, because you don't want it to go on for days and days and days. You just want it to stop, because honestly, I have done nothing to the person that started this. I didn't do anything to them. I really didn't. Only thing I did for them was be a friend and be nice to them. I didn't do anything mean to them. I didn't name call them. I didn't talk about them behind their back. I didn't do any of those things. All I did was try to be there and be nice and, be supportive with whatever they were going through. I was actually a true friend for somebody, and in return, I get, with my back turned to them, basically get stabbed in the back. And I'm not going to throw out, alleged things that I think they're doing that they could be charged with either. Because I honestly do not know exactly what statute of the law it would fall under, because it's so weird. I know my close friends have said stalking, harassment, and even borderline with the peeping Tom in the window type thing, because I've been dealing with that. That's a really creepy thing, to have somebody watch you in your room, and you can feel their eyes on your back, and you feel like they're like staring a hole through you, and you don't even know why. You don't know why they're doing it. You don't know what the motivation behind it is. I'm starting to wonder if, somebody is telling this person to do this because their ultimate goal is to get me to leave who I'm with so they can move back in with them. Well, they're not wanting to realize this, but even if I did leave, they're still not going to move back in with them because he's not going to have that. We've already had this conversation. If they make me flee from where I'm living at, if it gets that bad, which I'm hoping it don't, but if it gets that bad, then no, he will not be letting this person move in. He'll basically tell them to, kick rocks, because they didn't burn a bridge with who I'm with. They blew that sucker up, and I just don't understand. I don't get it. I'm sorry if this video seems like, a waste of time for you to watch or even listen to. But I figured, maybe one or two of you that are my subscribers could at least offer, some nice words, right now. Could just use a friendly contact of some sort, because that would probably ease things just a little. Because honestly, I don't really have any friends where I'm living at. I don't really know a whole lot of people. And the one person I thought was my friend, well, no, they basically stabbed me in the back and did a 360 with their whole way of thinking and attitude and everything else. And I don't even know what happened to them, why they're acting this way. If I could help them in some way, I would, but I don't know how to help somebody like that. I think it's beyond, friends and family trying to help somebody like that. They probably just need professional help. That would be my guess. But I don't know. All I really want is my quiet life back, mainly. I don't want any more BS. I don't want any more drama started by other people. I just want to have my quiet, peaceful life that I started out to have here. And then it got, messed up for, quite a few months because of other people throwing, things in the mix that had nothing to do with them. They're throwing monkey wrenches in, causing issues. We finally get that settled, and it seems like it's starting up again. Which, this has got to stop, because it's not healthy for anyone to be stressed and angry all the time, And I don't want to get so angry to where I blow up at the wrong person, too, because people are, doing these things. It's not right to push somebody to that point where they blow up. I know I haven't done any serious, blogs on here, like vlogs or anything, but I guess this could be, like one of them, where you actually see my serious side and I'm not really joking around or anything of that nature. I'm just really done with being mistreated by people and being taken for a fool and whatever else you want to call it, I know that I've lost a lot of friends, since I moved away from the West Coast, and I realize that these people that have discontinued, talking to me, they weren't really my friend to begin with, because if they actually cared, they wouldn't have stopped talking to me just because I moved away. Because I do have a few friends left in that area that still talk to me, even though I'm not there. And they've told me repeatedly they don't want me to come back because they know how bad things were when I was there in my past. They know how bad things went for me. And they said, you sound happy where you are, so they want me to stay away from that and be happy somewhere else. Which it's hard to be happy somewhere else when you have people using the internet and other means to communicate with people and make plans to screw people over, and then the person being told what to do carries out those things. And one thing that I don't think they're thinking of is the person coming up with the ideas for them to do, they're not going to get legally prosecuted for it, but the person actually doing this can be, because you're actually crossing boundary lines, invading privacy. And the invading privacy and crossing the boundary lines to where you're doing the looking in the window type of thing and watching people, that is illegal. And I know that. I don't know how far illegal it is, but I know you're not supposed to do that. A normal person doesn't do that. So, I don't know. I don't mean to repeat myself, and I'm sorry if I did. I really just don't know what else to do right at this point. I don't know what avenue to take, what option I should do, what options I have. If you guys, while you're watching this, if you can think of anything that would be helpful, you can comment below and let me know, because I would really appreciate some positive suggestions. I know that I was told to keep my curtain shut, late at night. That way we don't notice if she's out there. She can't see us. We can't see her. She can hear us, but she wouldn't be able to see us. And that will try to help keep the anxiety and everything else down. But when it's gotten to the point where you're not feeling safe in your own place, regardless of where you're living, there's something that seriously needs to be done, so you can, try to get back that safety and actually feel comfortable living where you're at. Because at this point, I was about ready just to pack up what I could carry and freaking leave. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want this again. I moved away from the West Coast and the people that live there that I know. I moved away to get away from that. And I don't want it starting all over again in an area where I was new and I could actually have a peaceful life. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good one, everyone.